Alright, for something like this, somebody told me about this product a long time ago. M-Pro 7. Now this is supposedly supposed to remove carbon buildup and everything, especially in AR-15. Somebody recommended this to me, and I bought it years ago, and I've used it, and it seems to work alright, but for this, that's why I'm going to use it, because this supposedly formulated to break up the carbon in AR-15s. That's why you have the picture of the guy with the AR on there. I think I got this from Brownells or something, and what it says to do for something like this is we're going to hose down these parts with this stuff real good and let it sit for 15 minutes. And then you go and you reapply it. It says that you're supposed to submerge it in like a tank of this crap, which we're not going to do. We're going to get this pretty liberally coated here and let these set. Same with the bolt. Let this set for 15 minutes or so to soften up this. It is kind of cold out here, so damn heater ain't working. This and then this here. So we'll go and let this soak. I don't know how toxic this stuff is or whatever, but this gun is not in good shape, so I want to loosen up and let this soak in there so it breaks down and hopefully it will be easier to remove. But the bolt and that stuff's pretty easy. Another reason why I don't like scopes is because with this crap mounted on there, it makes all of this even more difficult. This is not my gun. I'm not going to remove the scope and change a zero. So now we got to get into the receiver part, and this here, and like I said, this whole thing is all got gunk and stuff on there. So we got to spray this pretty liberally down in there. There's a dust cover. Get it down into that chamber area. Basically let it run down inside. I think you guys get the idea. That shit's dripping out all over the place. Alright. Well, as you can see, it works in my hands just handling these parts. All this black crap coming off of it. Alright, so we're going to let everything soak a little bit and then get back into the cleaning end of this and get this finished up and fixed up. Alright, so we let this soak for a bit. So we give it a little spritzer up to loosen up the stuff that's been loosening. And usually when the stuff's built up this bad, I got this brass brush instead of a nylon bristle brush like most of the gun cleaning kits. And I'll use that to give this a scrub. Gonna have to excuse me. All this stuff's difficult one. Because when you bake that crap on there, it does not want to come off easy. Okay? No matter what kind of magic cleaner or whatever the hell you use, you're gonna have to go and scratch and scrape this stuff off. Alright, you're going to have to excuse me. All of this, it's kind of difficult for me to do this on camera. But there we go. Yeah, see, there's still stuff. There's still stuff down in the base here that I want to get all of it off. That's where these dental tools come in handy. Get all that little bits of carbon. That stuff hangs in there and does not want to come off once you bake it on there. But we're going to try to get it to where there is no black whatsoever. That's what I want. Which, there you go. See, all that black is gone from there. All of it's gone from there. Nice, shiny, clean. Firing pin is done. Now this piece here, this key lock, it takes more of a beating, twisting around in there than getting built up with any crap. And most of the black stuff, it just kind of glides off. So this doesn't get built up with a lot of goo. Maybe on the top. Where the carbon will build up is on this top of it. That's what it looks like, but we'll scrub it with the brush anyway. Get it spotlessly clean. Yeah, you can't see it because it's black. There is some kind of build-up crap on the top of it. Get it wet a little bit more of this crap. Just to make sure. I think I got most of it off. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm scrubbing it out here. Alright, it looks like it's cleaned and ready, but you can see the wear where this was in there for a while, for a few billion rounds. Oh, it's on the other side too. I probably flipped it over. This part wears, so that's done. Little cotter pin. Just wipe the gunk off of it. Oh, and there's some on there. It's coming off black. Black crap all over this. There, that's there. It's about all you can do with that. Okay, we'll look at the bolt itself now. Like I said, the back end, you got them piston rings there. They're looking clean. So we'll get our brush, scrub that problem area where it built up in that little neck there. Just run that on there. It's a little aggressive, but like I said, once that stuff gets on, and you want to take your brush, scrub in between the lugs. Make sure you get all the crap out of there. And get into the bolt face under the extractor and that. And get it wet again. This Miracle Carbon stuff. Let's see what comes off. Oof. Look at it coming off of there. And you know, just drying it off, cleaning it. Yeah, it takes time, but if you want flawless performance, that's what you gotta do. There's a whole bunch of crud down in the face of that bolt. But I think you guys get the idea. I might have to go, see there's still, on this back end here, there's still stuff build up. I can see it. And I didn't quite get it. I mean, that's right down on that lip there. Like I said, it looks like the stuff inside your barbecue grill. So, stand this up this way, get a little bit of stuff on there, and then hit that surface there. Now, any of this dirt and grime impedes your bolt operation. Yeah, that stuff don't want to come off. I'm going to have to work on this better. I'm not going to sit here for, you know, half hour, so that's going to have to be, yeah. Oh yeah, they really don't want to, I mean, even with the metal tool. I don't know if you can see it, I'm scratching it. It's got a bad buildup on there. It may have to soak longer and be reworked again. So yeah, we're gonna have to soak that a little bit more, or try something a little bit more aggressive with it. The brass brush isn't taking this off. This stuff's built up on there bad. You want to get it all off. Revisit the bolt face. Alright, now we'll take a look at the bolt carrier itself. We'll just give it a little light scrubbing with our brass brush on the outside here. Kind of somewhat aggressively take off any grime or gunk that's built up, especially into here on the top, this area here. Alright, we'll give it a wipe down, take a look at it. Like I showed you, this stuff's pretty good. I mean, the black carbon comes right off with it, but once it's been baked on over and over again, like on the back of that bolt, that stuff does not want to come off, okay, easily. And this is the problem, is it builds up over time. Without a thorough cleaning, you know, everybody loves these guns, but it's the same thing from back when it was first used. As a military weapon, this design kind of really sucks, okay? Because cleaning this thing properly in the right way, especially when you're shooting it a lot because somebody's trying to kill you, it can start to become problematic with the buildup of carbon and stuff in there. And it is difficult, time-consuming, and painstaking to get this clean to a point where it will function properly. Trying to do that when you're knee-deep in mud in a swamp in Vietnam, I can see why them guys used to hate these things back then. So all in all, looks like most of the gunk got off there. To clean inside. Now the inside here, this is kind of a critical thing where the bolt goes in there. What I do is I just get a pistol rod, take a little brush, brass brush, go in there. Just run that in. Loosen up any crud in there. And I put a patch inside there, probably what the hell I used this the last time for. And you just kind of get it in there and wipe out. Yeah, see? Look at all the crap coming out of there. See, and you just keep doing that till you have a nice chrome lined thing, if yours is chrome lined. Some of the cheaper bolt carriers that you get, the generic ones, won't be chrome lined, but most of them are, most of the generally the quality ones. And there's still buildup back in the back there. So I'm just going to repeat this step until everything is clean to my liking. And I just seen a bunch of stuff built up in there. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I was just looking at this. Underneath where that cup is down inside there, there's a bunch of crud. And probably the only way to get to it is you have to use these little picks and tools. And you get it in there with a patch. And you see what's coming out of there? I mean, all of that's got to be cleaned out. And then that weird hole. Yeah, see? All of this. And that, if you don't get it out, then when you go and shoot the gun again, it just bakes it and encrusts it on there even more. I mean, that's just the long and short of it. Like I said, this weapon system does have its faults, and that's one of them. And we'll go in the back here and clean this out, even though not much goes on, but still, clean any crud out of there. Keep working on that. But I guess you get the general idea, because this is going to take me a while. I'm not going to make a 5-hour video. But that's what you do. You use anything you got. These little dental tools to get into nooks and crannies and scrape the stuff out. And it's even on the inside of this. Got to get it clean. Hold on. On the inside of this carrier, there's all kinds of weird gunk, crud, stuff built up in there. See? Get all of it out. Because see, that's where that firing pin sets. And if that gets all gunked up, and that, you'll get light strikes. And that's where your gun doesn't shoot well. So that's all got to be cleaned out, which, by whatever means you can. So I'm going to work on this for a little bit while and see if I can get the rest of the stuff off the back of that bolt, and we'll try to get this bolt back together again. Okay, after scraping the hell out of everything on this bolt, I got most of the stuff off the back, but not all of it. It's on there, it's tough. I got the insides of the bolt carrier cleaned out fairly good. So the only other little trick I'll show you is you go get a pipe cleaner and you run some Hops number 9 on it, and you can run that down the back of this, kind of like that, to clean out any of the crud that is in the firing pin channel. And also you can use it to try to clean out where the plug goes on the top there. Some crud in there. Put a little more hops on there. This one doesn't quite go in tight, but loosen up. Clean any of the stuff out of there. Try to give that a cleaning. I see where there's a problem with that. That goes right down inside to where the bolt is. No wonder. I never knew that. When you push this in enough. So that's what's dumping the carbon in the back of that bolt area. Huh. That's why they chrome line it. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I push that pipe cleaner through and it comes right down inside the bolt carrier. So I've cleaned that out. Look at that. Look at all the crap that comes out of there. Look down there. So that's something you can clean also. Probably will help in the functioning of it and make sure that port is open. So I clean that out. Now all the shit that went back down in there, I gotta clean all that out again. Clean all the residue that come out. Alright. Now we're going to go to assembling the bolt.